mean, I see this daily. I get people from the Bay Area and they're walking in. They're like, Sacramento, Sacramento. And then they're leaving. They're like, Sacramento, Sacramento, man. Where am I going? What am I doing? Oh my, this is amazing. So I see that, and I see like how people would come in and see the city and all the food and restaurants opening up. So for me, I'm like, it's going to be huge. 3 years of the A's here. Who knows what happens after that? But those 3 years are going to be epically huge for the Sacramento area.
Yeah, I'm just laughing to myself imagining somebody who like flew into town for a Kings game in the 90s and went to the old Arco Arena, right? And the contrast of downtown Sacramento, brand new arena, Doco, all the surrounding development that's happened. We are a whole new city, and being someone who's been in Sacramento for 44 years, something to be proud of. When I travel, you're specifically talking to people, I think, a lot. Relocate to Sacramento. So you get the freshest perspective on what do people who aren't super familiar with the city seeing and falling in love with. When I traveled recently, I was out in Detroit, and we're driving through. He's telling me about all the different things that are being revitalized in Detroit and asking questions about Sacramento. And I go, it's pretty cool, man. Hour and a half, Tahoe mountains. Hour and a half the other way, go to the Bay Area or, drive to Santa Cruz and you're, beach or mountains, whichever way you want to go. It's 90 to 120 minutes. What are some of the things that you're hearing from people about Sacramento that most people either take for granted or just don't know about?
Well, first things first, it's like, okay, when I bring people in from the Bay Area, it's always the same thing. They're always looking there. They're kind of low profile, mellow, and they're looking around. And I'm always like, I know what you're thinking. They're like, what? I'm like, if you're moving to Sacramento, you want something sweet. They're like, yep. And I'm like, get ready, let's go. And then by the time they're leaving, we found it.